someone asks me, what kind of work do you do? I always tell them proudly, I'm a criminal defense attorney. And the number one question I get when I say that is, how can you defend guilty people? And that's the problem with much of the system, is that people are presumed guilty. And that's a little picture of what you get from a prospective juror. If you're not careful about selecting that juror or educating that juror, that is very likely the attitude that that juror has. If I met that person in a coffee shop and told them I was a defense lawyer, they might ask me the same question that I get from everyone else. How can you defend guilty people? The problem with asking a defense attorney, how can you defend guilty people, is that it reveals your presumption of guilt. My job is not to presume someone guilty, and I've heard other lawyers explain, well, you know, I'm just making sure the rules are followed, and it's not up to me to decide, or to pass judgment on what somebody did. The lawyer is falling into the same trap and presuming guilt. My answer to that is, hey, I presume my client's innocent, just like the Constitution does, just like the law does. My client is innocent until proven guilty. My job as a defense attorney is to make sure that he is not deprived of his liberty until the government has properly proved he's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. And the government has to prove that to a panel of citizens, not to some government body, not to a police chief, not to a district attorney, not to a judge. They must prove that to regular people. So the problem with the question, how can you represent guilty people, is that the question assumes the person is guilty. My approach as a defense attorney is that I presume my client innocent, just like the law.